I would just like to make an announcement that I will not be participating in Valentine's Day this year. Are y'all going? Because I'm not. Hello besties, it is Kara. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video we're going to be doing my February TBR. I don't even know how I feel about this. I feel that January felt like the absolute longest month ever. 7 months in one. I lived at least 9 lives. At the same time, we're already at the end. Today we're using the trusty old TBR jar per usual. I'll blindly choose a prompt and then pick a book that correlates with the prompt. I'm gonna pick 7 prompts per usual. I feel like that is just my sweet spot. Make sure to follow all my socials down below, along with my goodreads, my Amazon wishlist, stuff like that. So there, go check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos by me. And let's just get right into this. So let's see what prompt number 1 will be. Prompt number 1 is random color generator. Ooh, how fun. Alright, so I just looked up random color generator. I literally just chose the first website that popped up. This is what showed up on the screen. Now, let's generate a random color. Pearl violet. Okay, I'm not gonna find one that's specifically that color, to the T, so I'm just gonna go with purple. So this book, to some people, might not look like it's purple, but I think it is purple. I'm gonna go with Darkest Corner of the Heart. It looks purple. It's purple. By vsco. So I read the first book, which was The Brightest Light of Sunshine, last year, and it was one of my favorite books of the year. I really enjoyed that book and that story and the writing style, so I wanted to continue with the series. Basically, this is about the sister of the male main character from the first book. If you don't really know, took custody of his little sister in that first book. This is her book, which I thought was very interesting. We're doing a time jump, so I'm wondering if we'll see the characters from the first book. I really don't know much about this, but it seems like some kind of age gap situation. The girl is named Maddie, and I guess she's a ballet dancer, and she ends up injuring herself, her ankle or something. So she has to work with a physical therapist who is this man who's apparently 10 years older than her. That's pretty much all I know. I don't know if I love age gap. I feel I haven't read enough age gap to know. I think it's gonna be fun. Can't tell me that's not purple. Random color generator, we got the color something purple, something violet. And we're gonna go with The Darkest Corner of the Heart by vsco. Prompt number 2. Prompt number 2 is a book I know nothing about. I feel I usually buy books knowing a little bit, obviously, about them. I'm not just gonna blindly look at a cover and buy a book. I feel a lot of my fantasy I know nothing about. Okay, so for this one, I went with Frost by C.N. Crawford. I know nothing about this. This is just giving winter vibes, and I feel January would have been a good time to read it. Wasn't really vibing with the fantasy, so I'm gonna try February, and it's it's short, so I feel it could be okay to read. So apparently it's this woman's worst day of her life. Her boyfriend cheated on her. It's her birthday. I guess there's a sea lion king, so I think sea lion means maybe mermaids or something like that, water creatures, not really sure. Somehow shows up and is looking for someone like her, and it seems she gets entered into this little competition that the king has to find a queen. This could be fun. I feel it could be fun. It could be quick. I love fantasies with trials. I heard nothing about this. I didn't know much about it. I don't know. We'll see how this one goes. For a book that I know nothing about, I'm gonna go with Frost by C.N. Crawford. Prompt number 3 is book on TBR for the year. Okay, so I wrote this prompt, and basically I'm going to reference back to my 25 books of 2025, and I'm going to pick one of those books to pick from. So if you guys did not watch last week's video, I started working on my reading journal. Here's my little spread that has my 25 books. My 25 books for 2025. I think I'm gonna go with The Wingman by Stephanie Archer. So this is the 3rd book in the Vancouver Storm series, and this I believe is a best friends to lovers situation. You get a glimpse a little bit of these two characters in the last book, and basically it's this guy named Hayden has been like in love with his best friend forever, but she's like either always had a boyfriend or has had like a long-term boyfriend, and now that she's finally single, I think he's gonna like strike up a deal to, I don't know, sleep together or something. Okay, so it seems like they strike up a deal, so he's gonna help her become like a player, I guess. I don't know, learn how to like not be in committed relationships and just like sleep around. I have enjoyed this series. I haven't like loved it. I really liked the second book, The Fake Out, but yeah, they're just quick, they're easy hockey romances. So for a book that's on my TBR for the year, my 25 books of 2025, I'm gonna go with The Wingman by Stephanie Archer. Prompt number 4. Book from physical TBR. That's good. Love that. That's easy. I'm gonna go with Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. So this is another one of her STEM romances. It's been sitting on my physical TBR for a while. I wanted to read Bride and Check and Mate before this. I kind of wanted to like read her books as they came out, but I've had just no interest in reading Check and Mate. I don't know if I ever will, honestly, because I heard it's about chess. What I remember about this one is I think that this guy is like trying to buy her company that she works for or something, and I think they're like rivals. Not much. I heard that it's definitely a lot spicier than Ali Hazelwood's like other books, which fine by me. I love her STEM romances. They're so fun. Sometimes I don't understand half the things that they're saying. I love them. They're fun, quick. They're very comedic. I feel like I always find myself really loving the female main characters. I feel like they're all like really funny and smart. It's giving like the perfect February vibes with a little pink cover, and I feel like it's so cutesy. For a book off my physical TBR, I'm gonna go with Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. Alrighty y'all, 3 more prompts to go. I feel like we're flying through. Let's choose our 5th prompt. Prompt number 5 is a book that takes place in the current season. So that's one that's kind of like winter-y. See, the thing is like I don't know specifically any books that take place in winter time. I'm not gonna look too hard for this one. I don't know if this book specifically takes place in the winter time. It takes place in somewhere that's like really cold. It says the cold is cruel, but it is not alive. So I'm just gonna go with they're up in the mountains where it's like snowy and it's cold, and that's just gonna equal winter time. This book is called Ledge. I liked it because of the cover. It's giving like frosty winter time. I don't know, it says a slow burning romance, high stakes, even higher rewards. I'll have to like do more research, but you know what, it's given the vibes of the season. Okay, for a book that takes place in the current season, I'm gonna go with Ledge by Stacy McGuan. I'm sorry if I'm not saying that right. 2 more prompts to go. Prompt number 6 is book with favorite color cover. Okay, so my favorite color, if y'all did not know, is green. I'm gonna pick out a book with a green cover, and I'll be back. Okay, so for this book, I'm not sure because I still have a little bit left in the month of January to potentially read this, and I was like really in the mood to read it, and I was thinking about reading it, but I think I'll save it and read something else. I'm gonna go with The Frontrunner by Elsie Silver. So this is the 3rd book in the Gold Rush Ranch series, and it is in fact green. I just love these new covers. I have the old ones, but I just love these new ones. This is like the first series that she wrote, and it is like a cowboy country romance, and this one is about Myra. I think that's Myra. I don't know how to pronounce it. And this guy named Stefan, and I think it's like some kind of like age gap thing. He has either one horse or a couple horses that like need medical attention, and I think he hires her to like either stay on his farm or his property to take care of these horses. Was it only me, or wasn't like Stefan like this old like wrinkly creep man? I feel like the first book they advertised him as some like really old creepy man who's like really sketchy with everything, and nobody likes him. He gets his own book. I'm so confused. I'm really enjoying this series. I think it's fun. I love Elsie Silver, and I will literally read anything that she writes. For a book with my favorite color as the cover, I'm gonna go with The Frontrunner by Elsie Silver. Alrighty y'all, 1 more book to go. 7th and final prompt for this TBR is book with flowers, trees, or leaves on the cover. For this prompt, really tell, but when you see the cover, you'll get it. So I'm gonna go with Always Mine by Laura Pavlov. This is the first book in the Honeymoon series, and you can't really tell, but technically I feel like those are mountains. So like there's definitely trees and stuff within it, and if you look at the sprayed edges, that's like, I feel like trees, you know what I mean? It counts. This apparently is a best friends to lovers small town romance, and I love small town romance. I love cowboy romance. It eats every time. I have a couple different books on my TBR from this author, at least like 3 or 4, so I want to try out her writing style to see if it is for me. So it seems like the male main character is a firefighter. Apparently they've been best friends since kindergarten, and apparently she's like a relationship girl, and now she's single, and apparently she like makes him an offer probably to like have a rebound or like sleep together, you know, that kind of thing, and they fall in love, all that stuff. Ooh, it is dual point of view, which I love. So for a book with flowers, trees, or leaves in the cover, I'm gonna go with Always Mine by Laura Pavlov. Alrighty y'all, so we have my February TBR. I'm gonna quickly go through the prompts one more time and then we will wrap up this video. Alright, so prompt number 1 was a random color generator, and we got the color purple, and I'm gonna go with The Darkest Corner of the Heart by Lucina Cooney. Prompt number 2 was a book that I know nothing about, and I'm gonna go with Frost by C.N. Crawford. For a book that is on my TBR for the year, my 25 books for 2025, I'm gonna go with The Wingman by Stephanie Archer. For a book off my physical TBR, I'm gonna go with Not in Love by Allie Hazelwood. For a book that takes place in the current season, I'm just guessing the vibes of this one is probably like winter time or somewhere that's really, really cold. I'm gonna go with Ledge by Stacey McEwan. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Second to last prompt was a book with favorite color cover. My favorite color is green, so I'm gonna go with The Frontrunner by Elsie Silver. And our 7th and final prompt was book with flowers, trees, or leaves in the cover, and I'm gonna go with Always Mine by Laura Pavlov. Alrighty guys, so that is it for my February TBR. Again, a lot of romance because it's the month of love, but it's also just what is vibing with me at this current moment. I just don't know why I can't get into fantasy books. When you're in a slump, I feel like you just need something quick, easy that will like just move along. If you guys enjoyed, obviously I love doing these TBR jar videos. I will continue to do them. It's just like a fun way to pick your TBR. Be sure to follow all my socials down below. I love my Goodreads, my Amazon wishlist, stuff like that is linked down there if you want to check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos by me. And I will see you guys next week for another video. Bye!